Her boyfriend is a little too tame.
I need a little freak in my life.
But when he had a blind date,
we really talked about panties mostly.
He has a panty fetish.
Okay.
he turns out to be a little freak.
It was all part of a master plan of mine to get my hands on her feet.
So erotic. You don't do that erotic stuff for me?
After she gets her freak on with her own blind date, will they get freaky together?
Okay.
On Change of Heart.
Welcome to Change of Heart. This is a show where couples who've reached a crossroads in their relationship voluntarily go on one blind date with someone new. Now, we're going to meet their dates a little bit later, but first, let's meet our couple. Now, here's a great example of how persistence really pays off. They worked in the same office building, and he'd stop by every day to say hello and bring her gifts of blueberry muffins or Hershey Kisses. So then she finally agreed to a date, and now they've been sharing their own kisses for the past 6 months. Please welcome Michelle Dobson and Graphite Jones. Now, you guys are on the show today because your sweetness for each other has started to sour a little bit. Michelle, which was it? Was it the Hershey Kisses or the muffins that first won you over?
I think it was the Hershey's Kisses, Chris, because first of all, it was sweeter, and not to mention he had a good body. You know? The first time I seen him naked, it was like, pow, you know? Graphite got all this, you know, great butt, legs. I liked it.
And it was all good from there.
It was all good.
All right. And Graphite, as far as you're concerned, what did you find most endearing about Michelle when you met?
Well, Michelle, she has a really great personality. She's very personable. She's a good friend, and I mean, I think friendship is a key to having a good relationship.
Now, on the other side of things, Michelle, are there some areas where Graphite comes up a little short?
Yeah.
So, hey, I didn't mean it quite like that.
He needs a sex surrogate.
What?
Well, maybe so.
Once every 3 months is not good for me.
Look, hey,
wait, Graphite, you got to explain it to them. Most guys would not understand that once every 3 months.
Hey, I mean, what do you mean once every 3 months? I'm training to work out. You know what I mean? I'm fight and stuff like that. I can't just be in the bed all the time.
Well, she would enjoy a few push-ups.
I need a little freak in my life. You know, throw me up against a wall. Throw me up against a wall, or take control of the situation.
That's too much. I mean, you could get thrown out the wall.
All right, Graphite, one on your side. Does Michelle have any weaknesses that bother you?
Well, I mean, to tell you the truth, Chris, Michelle, she likes to eat a lot of junk food. And to me, you know, somebody who eats junk food just don't have control, you know, and they can tend to have a chance to cheat on people. You know what I mean?
Wait. There's an interesting correlation. You're drawing a junk food consumption to cheating.
Well, I mean, it's like a domino effect. I mean, if you can't control what you eat every day, then how are you gonna control when you out with somebody strange? Anything can happen.
And Michelle, now since you've been going out with Graphite, are there some things that you've learned about his past that you don't like, or?
Yeah, well, he was in the military, and he has this like drill sergeant type of attitude. You know, no compassion. You know, when I'm going through something and I need an encouraging word or maybe a shoulder, he does not offer. He'll tell me he'll break me down.
I got your back anytime.
Break you down.
Break me down and say, well, you know, when this happens, this is the outcome of it, and you did it, so it happened.
You just can't go off on a tangent.
You have to be Come on, give me some leeway here.
All right, Graphite, let's talk about the way that Michelle dresses. How would you rate her dress code?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Chris, it's extreme. She either dressed like a hoe.
Extreme?
Or like a dude.
Okay.
Or like a dude.
Okay.
Wait. Like a hoe, or what's the other?
Okay.
Or
and you
dude.
like it, don't
or
you?
Dude.
And you like it.
I mean, you know,
he loves it.
It's cool, but I mean, to the point. I mean, why? You can't just wear dots up there. You got to at least put on a shirt or something. It's just too much sometimes. You gotta have one. And boxers, what makes you talking about having sex every 3 months? Who wanna have sex with a girl that's wearing your boxers?
Now I wear G-strings to bed,
you know what I'm saying? But
obviously,
that boxers ain't cool. Them ain't
now,
cool.
what do you have to say about that?
Now, Michelle, I guess he doesn't think that's very sexy. Now, let me ask you, you brought up his military background. Does he aim high, though, to help you out in situations?
He is a penny pincher. Okay?
Come on, anytime you ask me for something, I hook you up.
Nowadays, it's worse than getting a loan at the bank.
Oh, come on, now.
All right, Graphite, talk about a romantic evening between the two of you. What's a romantic evening for the two?
Well, romantic evening for us is like me watching TV and her being on the phone. I mean, she always... on the
It's not
phone.
very romantic.
We could be having sex. She'll stop, be like,
Call waiting.
I got a phone call. You know what I mean? In the middle, like, hold on.
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
better
what's
than
up?
talking about computers and work all the time.
But I mean, you on the phone
All
constantly.
right, Michelle, tell us why, before we go to break, why it's a good time that the two of you went out on these dates.
Well, because of, we're trying to figure out now if we should continue this relationship or not, or, and get more serious about it, or if we should just go our own way,
All right, more serious or
The
going your own way?
compatibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, it seems that Graphite and Michelle do have a few kinks to work out here. Now, when we come back, we get to meet the people that they dated, and we'll find out, will they stay together or will they have a change of heart? Welcome back. We are here with Graphite and Michelle. Now, Michelle says Graphite should enroll in the following classes: Sex 101, Compassion for Dummies, and Stop Your Penny Pinching Ways. So what did we do? Well, we set her up with a free-spending, compassionate tap dancer who says he's got a PhD in satisfying a woman. Please welcome Greg Poland. What's up, man? Welcome to Change Your Heart. What's up, baby?
How you doing? What's on? How you doing?
Graphite, let me ask you, do you think Greg could tap dance his way into Michelle's heart?
I mean, you see the way he walk out? He ain't got no sachet. He can't.
Oh, you gonna try to come for me like
He wanna
that?
tap with one leg.
Oh, let's take it to the floor, man. Let's take it to the floor.
Greg, let me ask you, did you have a hard time deciding what you were going to do on your date with Michelle?
No. I asked her what she wanted to do, and I wanted to pick something to make it like a memorable evening. So she said she wanted to go horseback riding, so I just hooked it up. We went horseback riding, it was cool.
All right.
Horseback
So you guys are setting out to
riding.
go
Horseback
horseback riding. And Michelle, how was Greg dressed for the date?
Well, because we're going horseback riding, he was dressed pretty casual, but he still looked good. Sporty, kind of sporty, tall, dark. He looked good.
Tell me about
He looked good.
And Michelle, immediate differences
I bet
that
she
you
was
noticed right away between the two men?
His car was immaculate. Graphite's car is junky. I mean, throws trash in the back of the car.
Hey, look, you don't say that when you driving it.
All her junk food wrappers.
Like
Because I
that
have
when
to
you
get where I
rolling.
have to go, but we open the door, Snapple bottles fall out, papers fall out.
It's a mess. What was
All right,
she
Greg,
wearing?
when you
It's
met
messy.
Michelle, did she talk about Graphite? Did you learn anything about him?
Yeah, she said that, he was kind of weak in the lovemaking department.
We heard.
Wait, no, but see, here's the thing, bro. I mean, three times a month? What, 3 times?
No, once every 3 months.
That ain't my
Oh, come on, wait,
main
no,
goal
wait,
in
no,
life.
but come
that
on,
ain't
man.
my main aim in life.
But wait. See, now tell me one though. Every man would like to have a woman who wants it every day, and when you look like this, come on, man.
But that's losing self-control. You got to have some type of control.
All right, let me go back to Michelle for a second here. There you are on your date, horseback riding. How was that?
Well, my butt was really sore.
Saddle sores.
But it was nice, and Greg asked me if he could rub it
What?
for me.
Well, what you mean? Well, it was kind of like
Greg stepping up, trying to help you out.
let's see. She was like, you get sore, get a butt massage.
Y'all doing the most.
But no.
Did she let you?
I didn't do it. Yo, I didn't do it. But check it out. Yo, she did show me some slamming pictures. She had a little tiny thong bikini.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at.
good,
That's
man.
what I'm getting at.
But that was
You
a
know,
consolation.
That's what I'm getting at. That's too
Graphite,
much.
they were only photos. Have you seen these?
Yeah, I've seen these photos. I've been trying to tear them up for the longest. I'm trying to burn them. Once I get hands on them,
What, Tara?
they
Come on,
gone.
Man, your
post
girl
up.
looks good, man.
Michelle, let me talk about another difference between Graphite and Greg. You said he has the compassion of like a drill sergeant.
Right.
And Greg was a little different in that respect?
Yeah, he showed a little compassion, and he offered encouraging words when my butt was sore. It was nice. It was
Encouraging
nice.
words.
Man.
All right, so now you're done
believe
horseback
that.
riding. Did you change out of that outfit and go do something else, Greg?
Yeah, went back to my house and... Wait, no, hold on.
see,
It wasn't
right away they're jumping to
Wait,
conclusions.
hold on. She came back to my house and she changed and let me tell you something. When I first met her, she was casual. Well, when she could
casual
clean
now,
up,
like in some
good. I
jeans
mean,
and a
she looks
and a
slamming.
man's
Wait,
shirt.
she
I'm
had on
serious.
this tight dress,
Always wear these
stiletto
man
heels,
clothes.
kind of looked like out the cover of Penthouse.
I know that look.
And Michelle,
I know that look well.
Michelle, did Greg appreciate that? Was he complimenting the way you were dressed?
Yeah, he told me I look really good, and that he would be ripping my clothes off right now.
Thank
if
you.
he was grabbing.
You know what I'm saying? That's like shopping for me.
Shopping for meat.
Yeah.
Come on, he was
you gotta leave
complimenting
I was
me.
just complimenting her, man. She looked
You say
good.
those kind of things to me, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
right.
Graphite, this is one of those outfits you were
Alright.
complaining about earlier then.
Probably. probably.
No,
I
it was
didn't see
real
but
classy. It was classy. Just
Thank
nice
you.
dress, nice pumps.
But it looked
looked
nice.
good.
It
Hi,
wasn't
Michelle, you're changing
skinny or
into your
dressing like a
pumps
hoe.
and your dress. And where was Greg changing?
Right in front of me.
What?
He changed right in front of me.
And you watched.
He was standing
Well,
there.
I mean, what was going on here?
He was standing there in his t-shirt and his boxers. I got to check out the legs.
So that was good.
You know, but he looked really nice. And once he got dressed, he looked sexy.
Guys ever get out of the house to go to dinner?
Yeah. We I asked her what
We did.
Yeah, I asked her what she wanted to eat, and she said she wanted soul food. So I took her to this little joint, and as she was walking in, all these guys were just clocking her. His eyes were just like.
See what I'm saying? She probably was
She looked
dressed-
good.
But you didn't have to
she looked good.
If he,
She just straight up looked good.
If you go out with dots on, people gonna look.
Now, Michelle, you said Graphite's a little on the cheap side. How was Greg when he was treating you on
Greg
the
was
date?
very generous. He even told me, you know, whatever you want, just let me know. You know, something that I was used to. I haven't heard those words in a long time. Like, what do you need?
I'm conservative.
So, Michelle, tell me how the date wrapped up.
It wrapped up really well. He took me home and he gave me a nice hug. And it was a nice kiss involved. On the lips, you know, like, mwah. Had really soft lips. And I gave him one of the pictures that he saw of me as a memorabilia for the show so I can remember his JR date.
You gave it. What you doing passing out photos?
Well,
It's a nice photo.
It's all a souvenir.
It's a souvenir of our date, man.
That's too much.
Thank you. If I would have had
day.
my camera, we would have took way more pictures.
Well, everybody needs a souvenir, I guess. So, were Greg's sexy comments, sexy hands, and his sexy soft kiss enough to give Michelle a change of heart? We're going to find out later. But next, we meet the woman that Graphite dated, and we'll hear what happened on their date, so stay with us. We just heard what happened on Michelle's date with Greg, and now we're going to meet the woman that Graphite dated. Now, Graphite says that Michelle's ear is glued to the telephone, doesn't dress properly, and eats so much junk food that it actually affects her good judgment. So, we set him up with a classy flight attendant who doesn't have time to be on the phone and only eats airline cuisine. Please welcome Kat Brooks. Yeah! Hi, Kat. Michelle, let me ask you a question. Do you think Kat belongs to the Mile High Club?
She looks like she could be the founder.
You better hope I don't get Graphite on my flight because then I'll definitely be a member.
Graphite, if I could have your attention just so ever so slightly. Any problems with the phones as far as Kat was concerned?
Well, actually, the first night that she called, we talked on the phone for about 4 hours, and the conversation was real good. I mean, if
Wow, Michelle,
if I didn't have to work, we'd still be on the phone.
In somebody's ear.
I can believe it though, because
Graphite, 4 hours. What could you possibly have talked about for so long?
Well, one thing we talked about was panties, Chris.
You see how that conversation could go on and on?
I mean, what, phone sex? What's really
Well,
going
I was
on?
trying to figure out, you know, like what type of panties that she wore so I can get a feel for how she would
You
look
wanted to
and
buy her
things like
panties
that.
too.
He
You wanted to
has
buy
a-
her panties too?
I
He
felt
has-
like I was
He has a
clairvoyant.
panty fetish.
I guess. Yeah, and he was complaining that Michelle wears boxer
Oh my
shorts.
God. No, he did that for me on our first icebreaker date.
Now,
bought me
Kat,
panties.
when you met Graphite, did he look anything like you expected?
Well, we agreed to meet at his house, and when he opened the door, he's a little bit shorter than the guys I usually date, but as you can see, way cute. Nice little glasses, stylish, sophisticated. I liked it.
Now, Graphite, you have some interesting analogies. First, it was the junk food cheating connection. Now I'm interested to know in the panties and actually what she looked like connection. Did she look like what you thought based on that conversation?
I mean, as you can see, you know, she looked just, I mean, I was almost right on the money. I mean, great lips, nice legs, real soft skin,
She looked better than
no
I did.
tattoos.
I don't think she got anything over this.
Girlfriend, do you have your glasses on?
Okay,
She's a real
Kat.
nice young lady.
What did Graphite have planned once you showed up and you guys got together?
Well, his grandmother cooked gumbo for us, and it was
grandmama's
awesome.
cooking?
Yes.
Too cheap to take her out?
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Really going
that
in,
was
they
just
gave
our
you money for the day.
appetizer. That was just our appetizer. That was our little, getting to know each other. And
much do you guys
I'm a
eat
Southerner,
then?
so I know good gumbo when I taste it, and it was awesome. So
And not only that, fact, Graphite, I guess that's a good way to combat the junk food thing that Michelle has a problem with.
Definitely, it's a good thing. You know, like my plan was to, you know, get her as she came over to the house, get her comfortable with, you know, like my grandmother's cooking, and it was all part of a master plan of mine to get my hands on her feet. You know, I really wanted to.
Get your hands on her feet?
Yeah, I wanted to give her a foot
On the
massage.
first date?
On the first date?
Feeling her feet on the first date?
What's really going on?
Hey, Kat, did you like all the attention that your feet got?
Oh, yeah. Oh, so erotic. Oh. You know, nice, firm hands. He knows how to work those hands. Started at the toes, worked the feet, went all the way up to the leg, went right past the knee. Then his grandmother came in and we had to go to the airport.
Where's my work?
Well, you know,
what I'm saying? You don't do that erotic stuff for me?
Well, I was trying to make her feel comfortable on the first date. You know, if you can get your hands.
Oh, my God.
Easier
So that
Wait, y'all been together for years.
All
All right, hold up. Graphite, I got to ask if you ever got out of the house after all this
my
gumbo and
goodness.
foot massaging that was going on.
We went to dinner, and it was real nice. You know, Kat she was asking me, like, why wasn't I eating? You know, and I was like, well, I was really concentrating on the way that she was eating her food and how she was moving her tongue and licking her fingers. It was really erotic, and I was thinking,
So it was
you
a
know,
little
I had
distracting.
fantasy.
And Kat, could you tell this was going on? Did you notice?
Yeah, he's really flirty with his eyes. Like, he'll be talking computer chips, but his eyes are like, yeah, computer chips. So later we went dancing. And,
Slash.com.
Right. And so later we went dancing, and, you know, he does martial arts. So, you know, he turned to me, he's trying to show off his little tight butt, had to smack him a couple of times.
It was really fun. You know,
I bet you like that, too. You like that butt
And
smacking.
how was Kat's groove? She had it going on?
Kat really had it going on. You know, she was dancing. She was really getting her groove going. I was liking the way she was moving her hips and the whole essence. You know, I mean, right in the middle of the dance floor, I was trying to frisk her up. You know, I think she was trying to frisk me too.
So after the frisking, was there some romance that was going on?
Well, after the date, I wanted to be a gentleman, so, you know, I drove her back to her car. It was parked at my house, and we kind of hugged, and I kissed her on the cheek gently. And what I had noticed was through the whole night, she smelled real edible, you know, like peaches and cream, that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, edible.
I mean,
Edible.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sort of sums up that date. Will Graphite and Michelle have a change of heart, or will they stay together? During the break, they're going to make their decision, and we'll find out what they decide when we come back, so stay here. Moment of truth, because during the break, Michelle and Graphite each made a final decision about the future of their relationship, and there's no turning back now. Will they stay together, or will they have a change of heart? Now, you guys came on the show because you didn't know if it was time to continue the relationship and get more serious or go the other way. That's what we said. So, Graphite, we're going to start with you. You said you wanted, even though you spent 4 hours on the phone, you wanted somebody that spent less time on the phone, somebody that ate a lot less junk food than Michelle, somebody that was going to be a little less extreme in the way they dressed and presented themselves. So we sent you out with Kat. You guys were enjoying Grandma's gumbo. You found out about her undergarments. You guys went out dancing and kissing, and you had a pretty good date, but it's your decision. What do you say, stay together or change of heart?
Well, Chris, I mean, you know, during our date, this was one of the most erotic foot rubs I ever had. I mean, we really had a nice time with Kat and all that. But basically, I mean, Michelle's my best friend, so
stay together.
I couldn't let her go like that.
Okay. Kat, sorry things didn't work out for you. Okay, Michelle, your turn. Now, you said you wanted somebody that was going to be more compassionate, somebody that wasn't quite as a tightwad as you said he was, and somebody that wasn't going to need a sex surrogate, that's for sure. So we set you up with Greg. You guys went horseback riding. You guys were exchanging some sexy comments and photos and things like that. You had a good dinner, a nice good night hug. You enjoyed yourself. Graphite does want to stay together, but it's your call. What do you say?
Well, Graph, you know that we've been together for a long time, and we're very fond of each other. And my friendship is very important with you also, okay? With all the foot rubbing and butt spanking and gumbo, I have to change on.
Change of heart. Greg, does that work for you? You're okay with that?
It's okay with me.
All right, now you guys, you know, Came here to see if it was going to get more serious, but I guess not. But you do have your friendship, and Michelle did say that is important, so hopefully that will continue. And as far as you, Graphite, I'm sure there's somebody out there that's going to be a little better suited for you. But thanks for being here. That is our show for today. Thanks to Kat and Graphite. Good luck to Michelle and Greg. We'll see you here next time on Change of Heart.